Good morning, Julia Street. Today I'm here to show you a lesson with the geometric solids. And at your house, you might or might not have some of these things. I do not have our set of geometric solids from the school, so I had to kind of hunt around a little bit for my own, so you can do the same thing at home. So today I'm just going to talk about 4 different geometric solids that we've used a lot in our classroom. This is definitely a great work for younger students, and a lot of these geometric solids we've already covered, so they might already know the names of them. But this first one, I'm just going to bring it a little bit closer, and you can ask your child if they remember the name of this. Maybe talk about some of the features of the solid. So you might talk about the point here, even flip it over. We've talked about the base of many of our solids. So the base of this particular solid would have a circle. And then you might ask them just to look at it and say, what shape does this look like? It looks a little bit like a triangle, doesn't it? So the difference though would be that the geometric solids do not lay down flat like a triangle, do they? So our first shape, again, is the cone. And then the next shape that I found, I'm gonna bring it a little bit closer, is a cube. And again, you can ask them to hold it, to look at it and see what shapes they see. Most kids will say that they see a square. You can count the sides. And again, you can talk about the base of this shape, of this solid. And again, the solid is gonna to sit upright. It's not gonna be flat like a square would be. And then the next one we have is called a sphere. And our globe in our classroom is that shape. It's a sphere shape. And what else? Let's see, balls. So if you have some balls at your house you could play with and use that word sphere when you're playing. And this is one of the interesting solids because this solid does not have a base at all. So it can actually roll a little bit, right? And then you can experiment. Well, do you think a cube would roll? No. Kind of flip over, but not roll, right? So you can kind of let your child explore a little bit with those before we play our game. Then the last shape that we have is called a cylinder. And again, you can just let them hold it and explore and talk about the different features that you see. Just like our cone, it's also going to have a circle base. All right, so these are the 4 shapes that we're going to use just for the purpose of today. And the way you're going to play this game is you can either close your eyes, or your child can close their eyes, or you can play this game with some siblings. So one person is going to pick a shape and hide it behind their back while everyone else closes their eyes. So go ahead and close your eyes. And I'm going to pick one shape behind my back. And I'm going to hide it. Okay, open your eyes. And now you're going to guess and tell me which shape is missing. And if your child is having a hard time guessing which shape is missing, maybe you could give them some clues. So this shape does not have any bases. This shape looks a little bit like a circle. This shape is really fun to play with. You got it. It's a sphere. And then you'll put it back. And then let someone else have a turn to hide one of the solids. And you can play this game. This way you can also, once your child knows the shapes really well, you can get like a little cloth or a scarf, and you can cover up the shapes and stick your hand under and just feel a shape and then try to guess with it. That's another game that you can play with those geometric solids. And then another one, it just depends on what you have around your house. You could do a little scavenger hunt, get a little tray and do a little scavenger hunt and take each shape and then go see if you can find some more of those. And just fill up a tray with some items, and then you can play a sorting game. And this is a really great activity to do independently in the classroom. So once you've gathered all of your geometric solids, you can ask your child to sort these. So for example, I might take this off the tray and I'll say, this geometric solid is a cube. Let's see if I can find one that's the same. And then you'll get another one. I know you are all really familiar with this one. It's a marble. And this geometric solid, let me think if I can remember the name. Oh yeah, sphere. And then I'll look to see if I can find the match. Yeah. So this, again, is something that you can let your child do independently once you've gathered some things. Just see how they do with sorting them, and also just allow them the opportunity to explore. A lot of kids in our classroom like to play around and, you know, stack the different solids and see which ones you can build with without them falling. So that's fun just to explore. Also just seeing which ones roll, which ones don't. So anyway, this is a lesson with the geometric solids. And again, you can try out any of these games at home. So have fun.